Many small creators build a box around themselves before anyone even shows up.
I don't want it to be like something that I have to do.
Kyle built his box out of cheese and cheers and a character we know as aged cheddar. Oh
Waiting a long time.
my
How
gosh.
are you, young lass? I was waiting so long I got old. I just figured, I know you don't. I figured you'd cut it out, but
If you've ever talked yourself out of posting or wondered if any of this is worth it, meet Kyle from Cheddar Boy.
I used to be very introverted, and I used to not ever, say anything. I would always be quiet and shy, and I'm still trying to fight that, but obviously I'm busting out a little bit better now.
I'm Renee, and this is First Flights. So I'm sitting here with Kyle from Cheddar Boy, who's spreading cheese and cheers. Every creator kind of tells a different story
Yep.
for our audience. What brought you to YouTube?
So it's not like it's kind of a weird story. I did a video on it. You know how I got in. I'm a wrestling fan, and I saw this wrestler Danhausen, and he's not really a wrestler. He's not your normal wrestler. He's more of a comedy act, right? And something just clicked. And just the part where he says she's got to be stop being a tough guy, and it's okay to be goofy, and that really just clicked something into me, and that just really brought a dramatic change in my life. Just that moment, seeing that interview touched me, and I figure, maybe I can touch somebody else too. So I'm kind of taking, the wrestler's name's Danhausen, or his name's Donovan. He's got this character, right? So that gave me the idea. I'm going to try to create my own character, and it's just very much a work in progress. But
Mm-hmm.
that's what kind of brought me here. I want to spread like a positive messages, and I think we need positivity in this world.
So, like, you literally just saw this video about wrestling and thought maybe I should share messages too?
Yeah, so like I never thought I'd ever do anything like this, like at all. Like I talk about, oh, be nice or whatever. I joke around with my brother. No, I never really had any plans. And there's a lot more to YouTube than money. I know that's like what everyone, that seems like there's the main goal is money, get monetized, blah, blah, blah. And that's good. You know, that's a good goal to strive for, but I think it's hard. It's really hard. I think
Yep.
everyone's finding that out. And I'm just trying to like keep it realistic. Like I see YouTube as like it's like Dave and Buster's. There's all these different prizes out there. Gaining skills, gaining friendships, confidence. Getting monetized. That's probably down the road. That's like a million tickets or whatever. Some people get in it, and some people get lucky. They hit the
Right.
jackpot in their game, and that's cool. And I just don't know how likely. You see that and you think it's going to happen to you, right? Like, oh yeah,
No.
this guy his fourth video popped off. Why can't it happen to me? But not everyone can win the jackpot, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if like YouTube rigs it like a jackpot, like a casino just to try to get people to do it. I don't know, but
So you started with, Cheddar Boy,
yes,
and you made a character, and I know you were
yes,
inspired by the wrestler.
yes.
Did you go with a character because it helped you to be brave?
Right. So basically, this is my goofy side. And if people, I know, like a lot of people probably think it's ridiculous, and they probably think I'm a goofball. What the heck you doing, Kyle? But this is my goofy side. He's out to play now. That's kind of the way I look at it. So if anyone wants to say, "Oh, Kyle, why are you being an idiot with the cheese head?" You know, number one, I'm not being. I don't know if they would say that, but how the people you get the people in your mind, right? If it's I've seen the negative comments too. I'm cringe and everything like that. But that's my goofy side, and he's out, he's having fun, and that's better than him being locked up and miserable. So that's kind of where I get that confidence from. That hey, I might be a goofball, I might be weird and whatever, but it's better than being locked up and miserable. So that's kind of, I guess, how I
Right?
justify it or get the courage to put the cheese head on.
Well, and I would say that your character has been a success because for the amount of time that you've been on YouTube it's, you're gaining traction
Mhm.
and, Cheddar Boy is very likable and aged
Thank you.
Cheddar is, for me, super fun because
Yep.
I too am a geek.
Yep.
So did you start to feel like people knew Cheddar Boy and not Kyle?
But yeah, I kind of wanted to see, tell people that there's a Kyle too. But it's not like Danhausen. I think his character is completely different. Like my character is probably like 85% Kyle. You know, so it's mostly me. But like obviously, I'm not gonna like drink. I'm not gonna try to get old, and I use a little creative liberty on it. Obviously, I'm not gonna try to get old to get viral, but a lot of times, even at the end of that, though, that's me. At the end of that video, that's me talking. So.
So you're making your character videos and they're doing well.
You
So
know,
what are some of the, I guess, the pressure thoughts that plague you as a small creator?
I don't know, it's just the videos themselves. Like, I don't know, like how many takes do you do, and just everything's got to be, everything's got to be good. It's just not even still now. I got to get my next video. It's just I got to get the next video, and I don't want this to be like a job, right? And that's
Right?
the part. That's the balance, right? Like it's kind of like I did this for fun, and now it's starting to feel like it's something I don't want it to be like something that I have to do.
Right.
And where I'm struggling with too, even like, oh, I gotta get my next video up by Saturday, blah blah blah. But just take it one day at a time. And
So here's a question. So do you think small creators sometimes become trapped by the version of themselves that finally got attention?
yes, well, kind of. I kind of proved it, right? Like, okay, I did something really bold. Age Cheddar was a big hit. To us, right? Like it was a big hit for my channel. It was my by far my best performing video. It wasn't close. But then I feel like I'm gonna have to be the old guy, like probably going forward. So I think it was a good just to take a break too, try something different, and obviously my next one's gonna be the aged cheddar, and we're gonna find out. We have to find out what it's gonna be. I know what it's gonna be, but the Goofy's gonna.
Right? So
So,
you
but
so what you're
yeah, I'm
saying
locked. I
is
feel like I'm locked. But that's business too, right? You go with it's a thing. Do you want it to be business or do you want it to be art, right? And I'm trying to find the mid. You got trying to find the middle ground, right?
Mhm.
So I enjoy being the old guy, So I would I like to do other things than just be the old guy? Yes, but if the old, people seem to like the old guy at least from the first video. The second video will confirm it or whatever. But yeah, I feel like you're pigeonholed into that one thing.
Right.
But yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Like you feel like you have to do that one thing that it likes. Like it wants pizza, it wants cheese. You have to give it cheese. Or for you, it likes the crows, or like it likes. I think this stuff's doing good for you too. So you kind of got to give it what and that's like life too, though. It's like a business. People like a certain food, you're gonna try to make more of that food. So positivity doesn't seem to sell. I'm trying goofy positivity. You know,
Right.
you cheese it up a little bit, put some cheese on it, It's like the fries. The fries taste okay, but you put some cheese dip. I actually went to Culver's today. I had to get the cheese dip. You put the cheese dip in there, makes it better. So
Well, you're doing a good job with that. I mean, when
thank you. You
anyone pulls
too.
up your
You
when you pull
too.
up your channel, you have spreading cheese and cheers. It's
Yeah.
pretty clear to me.
Yeah.
You coined
Yeah.
the phrase in your last video. Was it out of
Mhm.
niche
Yeah.
challenge
Our
or
non-niche
was it
challenge.
now
Yep.
was it out of niche challenge? Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I loved that. I wrote that down because I had already dabbled with that myself, and I find
Yeah.
it interesting that we're so afraid to try,
Yep.
right? Like,
Yep.
and I wonder where
Yep.
that fear comes from. And you yourself talked about the fear that you had while making that video.
Yep.
So, kind of like, what were the fears that you were kind of working through and obviously worked beyond because you made the video and posted it anyway?
I knew I wasn't doing the best thing for my channel. You know,
Right.
I'm doing what they told you not to do. I did something that I wanted to do. Was it a mistake? Wasn't it a mistake? I don't really think so. Because it was a good video. I think people liked it, right? But yeah, my bet to follow up my best video with a break video is risky, you know.
right?
You're
Now, did
probably
you?
supposed to like you're probably like Age Shutter, like that was my best one by far. It almost had a four to me, 400 views is a lot, but like just the engagement, I got like 10 subs, 11 subs off of it.
Right.
But at
Well,
the same time,
400 views to channels our size is a
there's a
lot,
lot.
right?
Yeah.
Because we are
Hmm.
small creators.
Yeah.
So we're striving to get higher and
Right.
higher, but some of our
Yeah.
viewers are stuck in like the 20 to 60
I
views.
know. I
So
know. Good
it's
channels too.
like, what's the fear here, right? Like, what
Yeah.
is the fear?
I put on that Dorito. I almost didn't post it. That was kind of the turning point. I was scared. I felt like such a doofus. But then you can see my face on the next short I do. Like I have confidence. Like, oh hey, it worked. Okay, here we go.
Your cheese break was very, well, brave
Yeah.
and kind of,
Bold, stupid. I don't
no,
know.
no,
I don't
no.
think so. I don't know. It
You
wasn't
know,
optimal, right? Like,
but I don't think, like, we already discussed this. How could it
no,
be stupid if you didn't lose subscribers?
no,
Did you gain any?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So
I
that's what
don't
I
think so.
found as well. I didn't lose anybody.
Yeah, so I don't
I
lose
just,
anything. So yeah, it wasn't stupid. It
right.
wasn't what's best for business, but I have a job. That's part of it too. I have a job already. I'm always got to do what's best for business.
Hmm.
The my core base loved it. So I think it was a success. It didn't get pushed though. I got like 60 views.
Hmm.
But you can tell by the like and the comments, like it got a lot more engagement than the wrestler one. I got 400 views, but like people dropped right away. I'd rather have a video like the one that I did that people enjoyed, people gravitated to, people liked, maybe didn't get pushed. But that's more of a success than the one that, yeah, a bunch of people watched it. They got views, but they were dry views. They left after 15 seconds or whatever. So,
Well, we already know we don't control the algorithm. Maybe the channel grows slower. Um,
or does it
I don't,
affect it? I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like,
right,
does it affect it? Because you see the videos, right, too, where like, oh, like, what is it? There's one guy that has like the different colored, he puts them in the cup and they have the different colored marbles or whatever. And you don't want to have a mixture of different colored marbles, or
right.
something like that. But is that true? Some of them know what they're talking about, but do they? What's true, what's not? Yeah, I mean, there's other things like I'm a gamer, but I don't feel I can put my video game playthroughs because that's gonna confuse the algorithm to thinking I'm a gaming channel. I wish I could. That's the video game thing. I could do video. I actually did playthroughs, but I never posted it because I thought it was gonna confuse the algorithm. I want to be like a buffet. Like I like gaming. I want it to all be me. Like Cheddar Boy is still Kyle. Just goofy, and but my gaming would be Kyle. I'll be commenting and everything. But I just like I say, I'm afraid to really pull. I did have a couple ones, but I ended up taking them down. I don't want to be a gaming channel. I want to be like an everything channel. Oh well, I'll let you know. We'll see. I mean, if my next Shutter Boy does good, then we'll know you can take a break video and it'll be okay. You know,
Right. Because,
right?
like you said, your core base was like right there for you saying,
Mm-hmm.
no, this is great. We like this
Mm-hmm.
content. So even though the algorithm decided to punish it and maybe not push it out as to as many people, the algorithm at the end of the day isn't people. What has been different about YouTube than what you expected?
I mean, it's kind of been, at least with me, like I've been getting the steady progress, for the most part. You know, like I don't understand, like certain things are like why I could have a really good video like when I was doing shorts, like my best short got like no views. And now my shorts are like not getting any views. So I don't know if it's stuff like that. Like all of a sudden my shorts aren't getting any views. So like, oh no, am I getting punished? Because I'm just clipping. I used to do creative shorts and stuff, like little music videos and stuff, but I don't do that anymore because I want to do long form. But I can't. It's too much to do long forms and shorts, so I just clip the shorts. Um, from my long form. And that I don't know. I might have to this is yeah, like why does it do certain things? All of a sudden my shorts are getting thousands of views, now they're getting 50. Why?
For anyone else out there who's struggling,
Yeah.
what is Kyle's advice based on what he's learned so far?
I have the key right here and some, and I could just step out and unlock it. And like you're probably doing better than what you think. Like even just starting the channel and putting yourself out there, like good job. A lot of people I think are probably afraid to do that. So you did something good right there. And the way I look at it, one people even with my shorts that are sucking, right? If I got one person liked it or one person saw it, in my opinion, it's better than nothing. So there's a lot more to YouTube than getting monetized. You can have a I feel like I have a very successful channel just because of all the rewards that I've gotten. There's more to YouTube than money and monetized. So just because you're not monetized or you're not getting or it's not going as fast as you thought, if you're touching one person, it's worth it. And you're probably getting something out of it yourself, like the skills, the friend, meeting cool people like yourself. It's really cool that I appreciate you reaching out. You're very cool. So and thank you. It's just another reward that's not monetized, but it's another thing that you can do it for. So just keep going, but at the same time, yeah, keep learning, keep trying. I'm not saying to keep doing the same thing over. If something's not working, don't keep doing that same thing over and over. That's what I've always done. My goal, you just try to get a little bit better with each video.
Right.
Analyze it and try to get better, get better, get better, get better, little steps at a time, you know. Um, and
Excellent.
so that's kind of there's more to it. Just because you're not monetized or whatever, your channel's not blowing up. If you're affecting one person, like you're affecting lots of people in a positive way, I feel like your channel is a big success. Like um I think you said you wanted to get monetized, and that's a good goal to
Yeah.
have, but yeah, it's a good goal to have, but there's other reasons to do it too. So your channel might be a success, you just don't know it. So just keep learning, keep growing, and just keep going. Yeah, I think I said the big things I wanted to say. The big thing is like this: there's so much more to gain than money, you know. And let's say if I could get monetized, yeah, that'd be great, right? Obviously, someday, I wouldn't turn it down, but at the same time, like this has been the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life, and it's been 2 months. Like it's been wild. Like, you know,
I
like
know
all this new stuff here, and
it's
I don't
interesting
know.
what it teaches you about yourself.
Yeah,
That's what I find of like, okay, where are my fears and how do I work through those and where am I brave enough to do this or try
right.
that? So,
Uh,
and maybe that's the lesson. You don't have to choose between the character you've built and the person you are. You just need to be brave enough to let them both exist. So do the video you're afraid of. Kyle did.